Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. First of all, I would love to tell everyone thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and also I have enormous gratitude and appreciation, and I'm so thankful to all of you who take the time to watch my videos and support what I'm doing. So today I am making a video because I want to talk about how I met my husband. I met him through online dating. So a little bit of background. In my 20s, I dated a couple of really not so good guys. They weren't really compatible with me. And I turned to online dating because it was really hard for me to meet people after I finished university and just started a life as a working adult. So I turned to online dating, and you know, like in online dating, you have to tell a little bit about yourself, and you have to choose whether you're a smoker, whether you drink, whether you, the list goes on and on, right? And so I was a drinker and I was a smoker, a daily smoker. And so I'm bringing that up because I didn't really see it as something that was a negative before. And once I turned 30 and once I started doing a little introspection, I started traveling and teaching, and I had a lot of alone time. I had a lot of time to myself to think about why I was still single, why I couldn't meet the right guy. And I turned to self-reflection, introspection, and meditation. And through those methods, I found some peace and inner wisdom. And I realized that pretty frankly, I wasn't really a good catch. And I had to come to the realization that I was attracting who I was. I was attracting not so good men because I was a not so good woman. I mean, maybe I wouldn't say do really bad things like cheat, or I wasn't like neglecting my mate, but I wasn't necessarily a good catch in my opinion. Like I was smoking, I was drinking a lot, I was really I was all about my physical appearance. I was all about his physical appearance. I just wasn't I wasn't what I wanted to attract. So finally, after doing online dating for several years, I was abstinent. I was not really dating in person. I was just meeting people online and doing video chats and things like this. And then finally, I quit smoking. I quit drinking. I realized that I needed to curse less. I realized I needed to focus on my hobbies more, focus on just being an overall better human being, better individual, a more compassionate person, a friendlier person, a person who was more relatable, a person who appeared to care about themselves. And I didn't think that I was worth somebody's genuine time, attention, and care. But after I began my meditation and began taking a closer look at who I was as an individual, I realized that whether or not somebody finds me valuable, I am a valuable human being. And that was an inner truth that I had to realize for myself before I could even meet a decent human being, another decent human being. That whether or not I have bad habits, and whether or not somebody finds me attractive, or whether or not somebody likes the way I dress, or whatever else, I am still a valuable, worthwhile human being who deserves to be treated with love, respect, kindness, and compassion. And so I had to realize that for myself. I had to realize that I was worthy of somebody's genuine care and love. And that's when I met my partner online. He sent me a message, and he didn't look like the type of guy I typically dated. And I read his bio, his little information section about himself, and he didn't drink either. He didn't drink he only drank special occasions, and didn't smoke either, and loved art like I love art, and we had so many, likes to write books. We had so many things in common. And so that's what I really like that about online dating. You can read about the person a little bit, and then you can decide whether or not they seem compatible. But we ended up messaging back and forth, and then talking via Skype. And long story short, we're married now with a daughter. But I wanted to bring up that I met my husband on online dating, because it was such a wonderful experience, because I got to genuinely get to know someone new. I didn't feel rushed into going on a date. I mean, because he lived in a totally different area. I was in Korea at the time, and he was in California. It was so nice to not feel like I was being rushed into holding hands or having the first kiss or something like that. And also, it was a beautiful experience, because I had finally stopped just looking at someone because of their appearance. And I stopped looking at someone, I stopped just seeing somebody as just somebody who was this physical being that I wanted to be with. Instead, I mean, my husband's a beautiful, handsome person, but instead of looking at him for his physical, what he had to offer physically, I was looking at him, at his heart, what he had to offer on the inside. Did he make me feel safe? Did he make me feel comfortable? Did I feel safe around him? And also, he was looking at the same things for me. Did I make him feel comfortable? Did I seem like a safe, healthy individual to be around? A compassionate individual? And so, in order for me to have met him, I had to work on myself first. I had to become a better person. I had to take a closer look. I had to do introspection. I had to do self-reflection. And for me, meditation was a very good way of also being introspective. So, in conclusion, I want to say that, first of all, online dating for me was great, because I didn't feel the pressure. I didn't feel the pressure of having a first date, having a first kiss, holding hands, or anything like that. There was no pressure. We talked online for months before we even met. So I felt like he was interested in me and not what I could give him physically. And for me, that was a very important thing, that he was going to he was interested in me, not the physical form, but the spiritual, mental, emotional aspects of myself. And sometimes I believe, like, as a woman, sometimes we can feel like we have to be perfect people. Like, we have to physically be this societal version of perfection. Like, our hair has to be done from the salon, and our nails have to be perfectly manicured or whatever. As you can see, I keep my nails short. I don't do my nails. I just keep them short. But we have to wear the right kind of makeup and have the perfect eyebrows and whatever, have the perfect body, have the perfect clothes. I want to say that I am with a wonderful person that could care less if my hair is fixed from the salon or wherever. If I have my nails done, he doesn't care about those things. Or if I'm wearing makeup, he loves that I don't wear makeup. I'm trying to say that women, we don't have to do all these things that society is saying that we have to do in order to be appealing. I think it's so important to focus on who we are on the inside. Am I a compassionate person? Am I a loving person? Am I a thoughtful person? Am I a faithful person? Am I a grateful person? Am I being the best me that I can be? Am I being a compassionate human being? And that's actually what matters the most. Not what my face looks like, not what his face looks like, but are we treating each other with kindness, love, and respect? And so sometimes I think when we're dating, sometimes I think we miss the mark. I missed the mark when I missed the mark before I met my husband. And I didn't realize that I had to take a closer look at who I was. And I was somebody who was not healthy spiritually. I wasn't healthy mentally. I had a lot of bad habits. Let's be honest. Drinking a lot and smoking a lot isn't an attractive thing. And I didn't one day I was putting on my profile that I was a daily smoker and that, I was drinking 3-4 days a week. It was just like, oh, well, this, now that I take a step back, this isn't attractive. But it took a lot of introspection to realize that that wasn't attractive. And also, once I got past just looking at somebody physically and realizing, oh, the person may be physically attractive, but they can be so unattractive on the inside that their outside also seems unattractive. And so I think it's just really important to remember that there are just so many dimensions to a human being. And so when we are dating, we really need to focus on what's in here rather than what's out here, because out here can fool you, but what's in a person's heart is what in the long term is what really matters. When I'm 20, what's in here is what matters. When I'm 30, what's in here is what matters. When I'm 40, what's in here in my heart is what matters. When I'm 50, it's what's in my heart that matters. When I'm 60, it's in my heart what matters. When I'm 70, it's in my heart what matters, and so on. We carry this inner beauty with us. Therefore, we are always beautiful when we're being beautiful, loving, compassionate, helpful people. And I think a lot of society has that confused. As long as we're being true to ourselves and we're being the best people that we know how to be, that we can be, then our love will shine through, and that's what's attractive. Physical features, they fade. And in the end, it's the compassion, helpfulness, and love that really attracts us to another human being. And so instead of focusing on our nails, instead of focusing on our hair, instead of focusing on, even though it's important to keep ourselves clean and taken care of, right? We have to groom ourselves, but not to the point where we believe that that's what attracts a mate. Not to the point where we believe that that's what is going to reel somebody in. It's not as important as one may think it is. It's just not. I mean, think about those people that you love in your life. Maybe it's your mother, maybe it's your father, maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your brother, somebody, whoever it is, grandma, grandpa, whoever it is that makes you feel warm and loving on the inside. Close your eyes and think about that person. How did they make you feel? That person that you love, how do they make you feel? And the way that they make you feel is how you perceive them on the outside. They are beautiful, regardless of regardless of what anybody else says. How they make you feel is ultimately how you see them in life. You see them as a beautiful being, just beautiful. You don't want to change a thing about how they look. They're beautiful because they are showing you love. And so that is really what we need to focus on when we think of others and when we think of our partner, if we want a partner. The focus needs to be on the love in our hearts. The focus needs to be on, are they showing love through their hearts? How do they make you feel when you're around them? How do you make them feel when you're around? When you're around, do you make them feel good or do you make them feel ashamed? Do they make you feel good or do they make you feel ashamed and embarrassed, or or you're just wondering if they're going to say something hurtful today or whatever. Anyway, okay, everyone. So I met my husband through online dating. I met him after I found myself. I met him after I became a better person, and it had nothing to do with my physical form. It had everything to do with the inner being and having some self-love and self-care. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. And until next time, bye.